common hearts and morphin' might. It's the Tokustroyer bringing justice right. Belts, explosions, masks that gleam. Tokusatsu is more than a dream. From heroes bold to villains wild, he rides the storm with a fanboy smile. If there's henshin hype or kaiju thrills, this Toku rep will react with chills.
Hello YouTube, the Tokustroyer here, and we are back with the season finale of Red Ranger Isekai. That's right, we're putting 2 episodes in this video. It's the finale, 11 and 12. Let's get it on. Last time we were here, we are fighting Azir, and he got Amon, and then turned into living sandstorm, and we told him the mana seed was gonna take him over, and he didn't listen. And after having reread those chapters really recently, I can say with utmost confidence, these last 2 episodes are gonna be awesome. I wonder if this series will get a season 2. I'm far enough in the story that I'd be fine for a season 2, but I don't know. Considering where the story is at the present manga chapters, it feels like it's close to a finale, but that's probably just me talking. You never know. So we're going to wrap this show up today. The oldest show on the channel that has not been finished until today. I can't believe I put this one off for so long. I started this when it came out in January, and it is almost September. Not a good sign. I know. And it was still my first show. Oh boy. Well, in any case, we're gonna go right into these final episodes. Next time you see me will be that post-episode discussion and post-finale discussion. I've heard from the other guys that they do a big discussion about the show as a whole once they're done with the finale of any given season. So we're gonna do that as well here. And cut. Okay, post-episode discussion time. And post-series discussion, because this is the finale. First of all, these 2 episodes were amazing. I kind of had a feeling going into the anime that the last episode would be entirely focused on Kizuna Black. But of course, this was at the time when I wasn't expecting us to get a ton of Kizuna 5 flashbacks throughout the series, or to get an entire Kizuna 5 episode. So, this final episode just served to supplement all of that. Nothing against episode 11. 11 played out exactly as I thought it would, but 12 had a lot for it. For me, 12 had a lot of build-up, and it was just about getting to that point, because it's so enjoyable to watch, and really sad at the same time. But, so, we used the Kizuna Kaiser, we put down the sandstorm, the bond between Red and Yhidra, which is basically confirmed at this point that she loves him, like, romantically, so that bond formed the Kizuna scepter for the Kaiser, so that's really cool. And then the bond between Ranya and Azir was strong enough for him to be saved from just being turned into sand. So that whole conflict's been settled. The elves realize now that Azir was never evil or malicious in doing what he was doing. He was just being taken advantage of, and he was just going about his goal a different way because he saw firsthand that humans weren't about to change so easily, and all of it was actually a demon's fault, but still, I'm actually very grateful that they managed to get back together. That was really good. I'm glad that didn't change or anything from the source material, but that last episode, man. Kizuna Black coming in, wrecking house, just absolutely curb-stomping 2 demons. Love it. Also, Vidan is my least favorite of the Demon Queen's children. There's a different reason to hate all of them. Vidan, I hate so much. Like, his reason to bring back his mother is to marry her. What now? Yeah, no. Also, he caused for Azir's dad to die just to sow chaos and discord, just to potentially awaken the Demon Queen. That's messed up, man. You caused a single... That's insane. And the anime didn't make it clear in the episode, but in the manga, Vidan specifically targeted that one commoner with the spear, right? That slashed, like when he threw the spear at Azir's father in that episode. Vidan targeted that guy specifically. That's insane. Whew. But we also got some new stuff with Kizuna Black in the final episode. We got a continuation of the secret origin of the Kizuna 5 to foreshadow the introduction of Silver. So that was cool. Her story is absolutely tragic. It really shows you that Toku can be dark and sad and very emotional when it wants to be. It's definitely a very hard-hitting genre. Heck, that's why I was created in the first place. The boss knew he wouldn't be able to handle Toku as just a part of the channel without having a singular entity to condense it all into somewhere. And that's how I came to this channel. That's how I came to be. The Tokustroyer will endure all of that because at the end of the day, it's great storytelling. It is wonderful. And the post-credits at the end of the episode, which was, I think, an anime original thing that they added in, basically confirmed Togo was summoning the Kizuna Kaiser from his world. They weren't a magical duplicate. He actually was summoning them. Now, speaking of that, there was another surprise in the episode. At the very end, the Kizuna 5 had a new member who potentially looks like Togo's adopted brother, but I would have to look again. And it's like, who are you? And that one took me by surprise. No joke, I was not ready for that. Okay, so we've reached the point in the video where it's now the post-series discussion that we talk about the whole show. First things first, as my first show on the channel, that was great. However, I did not expect it to take 9 months. I'm sorry. If you're a person that's watching this after the fact, good for you. But for the people that were here as these came out, I'm sorry it took so long. I got held up with other stuff. The other guys kept having way more to do on the channel than me. There was never a designated time slot for me. I would only just come in scarcely. And then I started Q Ranger very recently, so it took longer than expected. It really shouldn't have. I apologize. But it was well worth it. All the Toku references, the way they managed to weave in an entirely separate show, basically, into the show, that was cool. I still hate Yhidra's butler like a burning passion. I hate that character trope so much. That was one of the reasons I was on hiatus for so long from this show. I hate that guy so much. Unlike Loji, who has time with character development and experience and growth and change, you don't get that with the butler Poseidon. I hate him so much. He needs a genuine redemption in my eyes. And he needs to see for himself that Yhidra and Togo love each other. Okay? I'm being serious. Other than him, the show's been great. Better than I could have ever imagined. It blows the manga out of the water. I'm not kidding. It was phenomenal. Absolute Toku cinema. But in that case, that's been me. Now I'm done with my first series. What's next? Well, there was one other Toku adjacent anime that I was going to cover. And if any of you remember that poll, that was months ago. Love After World Domination is up next. But it'll be alongside the continuation of Q Ranger, and whenever I get around to starting my Kamen Rider journey through Heisei all the way to Reiwa, which will be Kuga. I should also have it known I'm not doing Ryuki. There's nothing you can say that would make me want to watch Ryuki again. I tried watching Ryuki, okay? I couldn't do it. So with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Hit the like button, subscribe. Share the video with a friend. Make sure you join the Patreon. Go check them out. There's exclusives over there, okay? And of course, keep your notifications on because as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.